Welcome students. In this video, we will solve the question number 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 and 26 of exercise 6.1 of chapter 6 linear inequalities of class 11th NCERT. So let us start. Question 21 says Ravi obtained 70 and 75 marks in first two unit test. Find the minimum marks he should get in the third test to have an average of at least 60 marks. Now here we are given the marks in two subjects. One is 70 and the other subject he got 75 marks. So let the minimum marks he should get in third test be X. We suppose that in the third subject he gets X marks. Now according to question, the average of marks should be greater than or equal to 60. It should be at least 60, that is greater than or equal to 60. Now taking the average, so we add all three and divide it by 3, that is 70 plus 75 plus X upon 3. This is the average of 3 marks. It should be greater than or equal to 60. Now we solve this inequality to get the value of X. Multiplying both sides by 3, adding 70 and 75, we get 145 plus X greater than equal to 60 multiplied by 3 is 180. Now subtracting 145 both sides. So 145 cancels on left hand side, we are left with X. And right hand side becomes 180 minus 145, that is 35. So here we can conclude that the minimum value of X must be 35. So that Ravi should get at least 35 marks in third test to have an average of at least 60 marks. So this completes 21st question. Now the next question says, to receive grade A in a course, one must obtain an average of 90 marks or more in 5 examinations, each of 100 marks. If Sunita's marks in first 4 examinations are 87, 92, 94 and 95, find minimum marks that Sunita must obtain in 5th examination to get grade A in the course. Now here what is given, that to receive grade A in course, the average should be minimum 90 marks. One must obtain an average of 90 marks or more. That is it should be at least 90. Now in 4 subjects marks are given to be 87, 92, 94 and 95. And we have to find the minimum marks in the 5th examination to get grade A, so that the average is at least 90. So what we do is, let the minimum marks Sunita must obtain in 5th examination to get grade A be X. We suppose it to be X. Now according to question, average of marks should be greater than or equal to 90, that is at least 90. So adding all the marks, that is 87 plus 92 plus 94 plus 95 plus X, dividing by 5 should be greater than or equal to 90. So we solve this inequality. First of all, we add all these 4, so we get 368 plus X. Now we multiply both sides by 5. So left hand side becomes 368 plus X greater than or equal to 90 into 5 is 450. Now subtracting 368 from both sides, what we get, 368 cancels out in left hand side, we are left with X, and subtracting 368 from 450 we get 82. So X must be greater than or equal to 82, that is Sunita must obtain at least 82 marks in 5th examination to get grade A. So this completes 22nd question. Now look at the 23rd. Find all pairs of consecutive odd positive integers, both of which are smaller than 10 such that their sum is more than 11. Now here we have to find such consecutive odd positive integers. Consecutive odd positive integers are like 15, next is 17. Adjacent you can say 17, 19, 19, 21 and so on. So here the conditions are that both should be smaller than 10 and their sum is more than 11. So let us assume that x be the smaller of the two consecutive odd positive integers, so other must be x plus 2 because the difference between the two consecutive odd positive integers is 2. Now it is given that both integers are smaller than 10. So the larger one, that is x plus 2, it must also be less than 10. So here from here we get x less than 10 minus 2, that is 8. So this is the first inequality. Now it is also given that sum of two integers is more than 11. So adding x and x plus 2, that must be greater than 11. So it can be said that 2x plus 2 greater than 11, subtracting 2 from both sides, 2x greater than 9, and dividing by 2 we get x greater than 9 by 2, that is 4.5. So this is the second inequality. So from first and second what we get is that x must be less than 8 and greater than 4.5, and x is a odd positive integer too. So it can take the values between 4.5 and 8. There are two odd positive integers 5 and 7. So x can take the values 5 and 7. So possible pairs are 5, 7, and that is when x is 5, x plus 2 is 7, and when x is 7, x plus 2 will be 9. So other pair should be 7, 9. So this completes 23rd question. Now look at the 24th question. Find all pairs of consecutive even positive integers, both of which are larger than 5 such that their sum is less than 23. Now here again we assume that smaller of the two consecutive even positive integers be x. Like I told you earlier that consecutive odd positive integers were like 11, 13, 13, 15 and so on. Likewise, even positive integers will be consecutive even positive integers will be 12, 14, 14, 16, 16, 18 and so on. Now let us assume x be the smaller of the two and other integer will be x plus 2. The difference between them will be 2. Now it is given that both integers are larger than 5. Now if they are larger than 5, so the smaller integer x, that must also be greater than 5. So x is greater than 5. This is the first inequality. Also it is given that sum of two integers is less than 23. So adding both x plus 2 must be less than 23. So solving it we get 2x plus 2 less than 23, and taking 2 common we get 2 bracket x plus 1 less than 23. Dividing by 2 both sides we get x plus 1 less than 23 by 2, and subtracting 1 from both sides we get x less than 21 by 2, which can be written as x less than 10.5. So that we get that x must be greater than 5 and less than 10.5, and it is an even positive integer. So the possible values which x can take are 6, 8 and 10. When as x is 6, x plus 2 is 8, so consecutive positive integers will be even integers will be 6 and 8. When x is 8, other will be 10, and when x is 10, the other even positive integer will be 12. So this is the answer for question number 24. Now look at the question number 25. It says the longest side of a triangle is 3 times the shortest side, and the third side is 2 centimeters shorter than the longest side. If the perimeter of the triangle is at least 61 centimeter, find the minimum length of the shortest side. Now here we are given certain conditions and we have to find the minimum length of the shortest side. So we suppose that the length of the shortest side of the triangle be x centimeter. Now according to question, length of longest side is 3 times the shortest side, so it becomes 3x centimeter. And the third side is 2 centimeters shorter than longest. Now longest is 3x, so it becomes 3x minus 2 centimeter. Now perimeter is at least 61. So perimeter should be greater than or equal to 61. Now perimeter is sum of all the three sides. So adding all 3x plus 3x plus 3x minus 2 greater than equal to 61. So it becomes 7x minus 2 greater than equal to 61. Now we will solve this. So adding to both sides, 2 cancels out. We are left with 7x greater than equal to 61 plus 2 is 63. Dividing both sides by 7, we get x greater than equal to 9. So that the minimum value of x must be 9. Hence, what was x? X was the length of the shortest side. So we can say that minimum length of the shortest side will be 9 centimeter. So this completes 25th question. Now look at the 26th one. A man wants to cut 3 lengths from a single piece of board of length 91 centimeter. The second length is to be 3 centimeter longer than the shortest, and the third length is to be twice as long as the shortest. What are the possible lengths of the shortest board if the third piece is to be at least 5 centimeter longer than the second? Now here we are given a single piece of board of length 91 centimeter and we have to divide it into 3 pieces, and the condition is given that second is 3 centimeter longer than shortest and third is twice as long as shortest. So we have to find the possible length of shortest board. Now suppose the length of the shortest piece be x centimeter. Now according to question, length of the second piece is 3 centimeter longer than shortest, so it becomes x plus 3 centimeter, and length of third piece is twice as long as shortest, so it is equal to 2x centimeter. Now all the pieces are cut from a single piece of board of length 91 centimeter, so the sum of their lengths must be less than or equal to 91. So adding all three, x plus 3 plus 2x less than equal to 91, that becomes 4x plus 3 less than equal to 91. Now subtracting 3 from both sides, we get 4x less than equal to 91 minus 3 is 88. And again dividing by 4 both sides, we get x less than equal to 22. So this becomes the first inequality. Now also it is given that third piece is to be at least 5 centimeter longer than the second. So length of third piece is 2x. So it must be greater than or equal to x plus 3, that is length of second piece, plus 5. Now we solve this inequality. So 2x greater than equal to x plus 3 plus 5 becomes x plus 8. And dividing by 2 both sides, we get, subtracting x from both sides, we get x greater than or equal to 8. So from first and second inequality, we get x is less than equal to 22 and greater than or equal to 8. So the possible length of shortest board is greater than or equal to 8 and 8 centimeter and less than or equal to 22 centimeter. So this is the possible length of the shortest board. So this completes 26th question. So if you find this video useful, please subscribe my channel and like and share this video. For to subscribe, please press the subscribe button. Thank you.